Okay, guys, here we go. Wednesday, March 25th. Our daily warm-up, kind of language arts lesson. We got to go to the school yesterday and get my pens that I love so much. So here we go. Wednesday, this is week 2 of our quarantine. And here's our lesson. It says, which word completes the sentence correctly? Now remember, you have to pause your video, try to get your answer before we go on, right? So pause your video, select your answer, then come back and see if you got it right. So let's go ahead. Which word completes the sentence correctly? Visitors are not blank to climb up the Statue of Liberty's arm to the torch. Visitors are not allowed, or visitors are not allowed to climb up the Statue of Liberty's arm to the torch. Excuse me. So we're looking at our two words, and I know that if I take this A off the front of this word, I get loud, as in the noise was really too loud for the classroom, okay? So I know that this has something to do with the way I hear things, because loud is like hearing. It's a noise that we hear, okay? So I look at my other word, allowed, and I know that this is my correct answer. Visitors are not allowed to climb up the Statue of Liberty's arm to the torch. All right, let's look at number 2. Mark the misspelled word. So we have the word calendar, the word absence, and the word library. Now, pause for a moment. Look at your word choices. Okay, so calendar, that one looks like all the letters are there, right? Absence, all my letters are there. Library, what? Library? Do we say library? No, we don't. We say library. Library, this word right here is missing an R. Library should be spelled Library. We say library. All right, number 3, fact or opinion. Remember, a fact is something that's true that can be proven, and an opinion is what you think about something. Excuse me. All right, at the time the Statue of Liberty was dedicated, it was the tallest structure in New York. Now, there's a couple of ways we can think about this. If I had said, or if this sentence had said, if it had left out this first part, at the time, if it had just said the Statue of Liberty is dedicated, or let's hack over your word. The Statue of Liberty is the tallest structure in New York. It could have said, I think the Statue of Liberty, I know the statue, any of things like that, right? Anytime you bring in feeling or what you think, it's an opinion. But this was saying at the time. So back then when the Statue of Liberty was first brought to New York, it was the tallest structure in New York. So it's not saying it no longer, it currently is. It's saying it was at one time. So for sure this is what? That is correct, fact. All right, guys, number 4. What two things are being compared in this metaphor? We know that a metaphor compares two things using words that connect them. Here we go. The generous private donations were the backbone to the fundraising success. What's being compared? Right, the private donations are being compared. They're saying they were the backbone to the fundraising success. So the donations were the backbone, but we know they weren't actually a backbone. That's what you have running up your back, right? Your spine. But they're saying they supported the fundraiser, just like your spine supports you. All right, let's look at number 5. Label each sentence as complete, fragment, or run-on. So a complete sentence needs to have a subject, fragments, and run-on. Fragments are just parts of sentences where it's not a complete sentence, and a run-on is a sentence that just goes on and on and on. It should have had punctuation somewhere in it, right? Here we go. A rainy day, October 28th, 1886, the unveiling day for the Statue of Liberty. Let's read the next one. Dignitaries from France and the United States were on hand. And let's read. Frédéric Bartholdi was the French sculptor who designed the statue. He stood ready to pull the cord to reveal the statue's face. I hope as we read those out loud, you were able to figure out which was complete, which was a fragment, and which was a run-on. So, a rainy day, October 28, 1886, the unveiling day for the Statue of Liberty. That is not a complete sentence. It should have said it was, well, I don't know. Let Miss Simpson look at that real quick. It should have said it was a rainy day. Dignitaries from France and the United States were on hand. This is not a complete sentence. They were on hand for what? This one's confusing me, even Miss Simpson, and I tell you what, you know we've done this in class before. We know that this is our run-on. This should have had Frédéric Bartholdi was the French sculptor who designed the statue, period. He stood ready to pull the cord to reveal the statue's face. That sentence should have been. So what we're looking for is this sentence. Dignitaries from France, it's dignitaries from France and the United States were on hand. But were on hand for what? A rainy day, October 28, 1886, the unveiling day for the Statue of Liberty. This has everything I need. It has my subject. It has, this is everything we need in a sentence. So this is our complete sentence. And this is our fragment. And I came to that, guys, because I realized it doesn't tell me what they were on hand for. Dignitaries from France and the United States were on hand. They should have said to unveil or to watch the unveiling of the Statue of Liberty. All right, guys, that's it for Wednesday, week 2 of our quarantine for this COVID-19 virus. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you through your reading lesson in just a few minutes.